welcome to the show. Today, we are getting you weekend ready. And what's a summer weekend without some great food? Here to kick things off, please welcome the one and only Andrea Buckett.
Are we high-fiving?
We do both.
Yes, we love a both.
Andrea, I'm very excited.
I'm excited too.
Okay, so I'm feeling really good. Not only are we making some delicious recipes today, but they are from your very own cookbook, baby. The Essential Cottage Cookbook. This is such a stunner. It's been doing so well. I'm so proud of you.
Very excited. It's my, I love going to the cottage, and I know a lot of Canadians do, so it's been awesome.
I love it. And also the thing I love about this book is that there's so many great, obviously, cottage recipes, but also great for just any summer weekend, any time. So what are we going to start with?
Let's start with breakfast.
Love that idea.
So
Makes sense.
Yeah, this is from the Make It and Take It chapter, which means you can make it ahead of time and then take it to someone's cottage or house, wherever you're going. And it all starts with a little bit of puff pastry.
We love this.
We love a little bit of
We're not asking you to make puff pastry.
No, we're not making you to ask
We
puff
will
pastry.
never do that.
So should we just get this in the tin and then we'll talk about ingredients?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
I know it's a square piece of puff pastry that's going into a round tin.
Classic
idiom.
idiom.
Totally makes sense.
Okay.
You want to do it?
What shall we do it together?
Oh my gosh.
One,
I
two,
love
three.
it.
Love it. Okay.
So literally you're just going to tuck her down.
Okay.
And then, well, let's put her up here, Mary.
Cool.
And then you're going to sort of like just work its way up the side of the tin.
Okay.
I know I'm making it look more difficult than it actually is.
No.
But I think it's because Mary and I are working four hands instead of two hands.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But essentially you're just going to work it up the side and push it down.
Okay,
All
I
right,
love
so
that.
you got a base.
Nice.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's talk about ingredients that are going to make this a layered pie.
Okay.
Really quintessential breakfast ingredients.
Okay, but I love the fact that we're putting it all into one little thing,
pie.
easy to
You can eat it on the
transport.
run,
Love it.
right? A little fork if you feel a little more fancy.
Love it. Love it. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with scrambled eggs. It takes a dozen scrambled eggs.
Okay.
And you're going to do them a soft scramble. Of course, it wouldn't be an Andrea Buckett recipe without a little bit of Dijon mustard.
You've got to do it.
So you whisk some Dijon mustard into the eggs.
I love that.
And then you put them in a pan with a little bit of butter or a lot of butter.
There you go. That's how we do it.
Excellent. And then you make them until they're nice and soft scrambled.
Okay, perfect.
Other ingredients that we have here, because I love them and they're really accessible, some Black Forest ham.
Beautiful.
Some, what do we got here? Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Some spinach and some roasted red peppers.
Okay.
Now for,
nice.
So for the roasted red peppers, buy them in a jar. They're a great pantry staple to have. What you're going to want to do is, now you could do this with a fork, but honestly, I do this just with my hands at home. They do have a little bit of moisture in them, so if you have a paper towel, just use it to wick that moisture away.
Okay, cool. Okay?
And then if there's lots of seeds, you can just pull those out as well.
Just those little crunch. You don't want that little crunch in there.
I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody, but you know.
Just go the extra mile if you're feeling it.
Go the extra mile. You're taking this for somebody.
Do you know what I love about this? We have so far defrosted something.
Yes.
Cooked scrambled eggs, which most people can
So
do,
easy.
and then everything else is kind of done for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's layer her up.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to start with half of the scrambled eggs in the bottom there. And of course, you want to make sure that your scrambled eggs are cooled before it goes into puff pastry.
Yes, because you don't want to melt that butter that's going to give you that beautiful, beautiful texture.
Let's pop this in here.
Okay, so half those eggs.
Half those eggs. Does that look about half?
I think so.
Just make its way around the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
And then we're going to layer everything up.
Okay,
Let's do it,
fantastic.
Mary.
Okay.
So we've got our ham and cheese.
Nice.
Shall we start with, it doesn't matter, let's start with ham.
Okay, perfect.
And you're just gonna take it and make it a circle.
So we're almost doing like a lasagna effect here.
Exactly.
I like this, okay.
And then, honestly, anyone can do this. You know, I've had my girlfriends call me and they've said, my husband's made like 3 recipes out of your cookbook because they're so easy.
Yes,
right?
we love that.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Next up, we've got some cheese.
A full layer of cheese.
I love Swiss cheese. Aaron loves Swiss cheese,
Aaron
right?
loves, my husband, every morning he makes what he calls an egg wrap. It is not a wrap. It is a tortilla, scrambled eggs, Swiss cheese, tons of hot sauce.
Love
Absolutely
that.
delicious.
Okay, next up, we've got those roasted red peppers. Again, we're just gonna build this up.
I love the fact that you flattened them out because now you're getting one nice, thin, even layer throughout everything, so no one's getting more or less of something.
100%. And you could even go with, I mean, a roasted red pepper is great, but a little bit of like pickled, a bomba. Remember, we love a bomba?
We love a bomba.
Yeah, so a little bit of that in there. Just something to give it a sort of a sweet hit of flavor. Let's go with all of it.
Okay, fantastic.
And last but not least, we're gonna go in with spinach.
Now this is just frozen spinach, right?
Yep, straight up. If you buy the fresh stuff, you're gonna have to buy like 3 containers.
Like enough to feed an army,
like
100%.
We're just gonna dump it all in. We've thawed it and we've squeezed out as much moisture as we possibly can. And then we're just gonna go in reverse.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go cheese.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go ham.
It's wild that this already smells, oh, it smells good because we have a swap. I was like,
do.
why does it smell so good?
I know. really, it's just about you're standing around, you know, you're assembling something, but when you take it to someone's place, they're gonna be so super impressed that you did this. And we're gonna finish it off with some eggs.
All right, I'm gonna grab the rest of that pastry. The thing that I love too about this, Andrea, is that we're using that frozen box of puff pastry, which we love. It always comes with the 2 rolls, but we're using them all up. So we're absolutely good to go.
All right, so it doesn't have to be pretty inside because it's all about baking it together. Now this one comes together a little bit easier. We're just gonna like tuck her down into the corners.
Perfect. Maybe a little bit around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let Mary Berg do the hard lifting.
Okay, we'll do this.
And then we have a egg wash.
Yeah.
Not 100% essential, but you know, it gives it that really brown, crispy exterior that you want.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna use a little brushy brush.
There you go.
Brush the top.
Fantastic.
And then we're gonna just put a little X on her.
This is the thing. I feel like whenever you're making a pie, any sort of like covered pie like this, you need to give that steam somewhere to go, or else you're gonna end up with an oven explosion.
100%.
And we don't want that.
A little X, there she goes.
Okay, perfect.
400-degree oven. She going back?
She can just pop her
pop her right there. 400-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
You do it the day before, you do it 2 days before.
Yeah.
You pop it in your cooler, not on the bottom of the cooler.
Not on the bottom.
Not on the bottom of the cooler. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you present this the next morning when you arrive somewhere.
That's stunner. All right, Andrea, do you want to do the honors of slicing it?
Sure. Let's do this.
I am very excited.
So I am going to use a serrated knife for this because it just sort of goes through the piece a little bit more
Oh my gosh.
easily.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, it smells so
I hope
good.
I got her here.
No, look at that. What a stunner.
Yeah?
Now, Andrea, I love the fact that you have ketchup out for me because I do love a ketchup. But what if we did a little Dijon on the side?
Okay, I love a Dijon mustard.
Little
but
bit?
also, this is a cottage staple.
It is a cottage
ketchup,
staple.
Right? Are
If
we
you don't have ketchup,
fans?
we love a ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't like all the chefs who are like, no ketchup. I was like, get out of here. It's delicious.
Get out of here.
We love it.
It's sweet, it's salty.
It is. Okay, I'm going to give this a taste.
I love this.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's also, I have been known to take a slice the next day cold out of the fridge and just like run down to the dock with my coffee and enjoy the silence. Yeah?
Andrea Buckett.
Yes.
Yet another winner. Okay. Since summer weekends are kind of, we've got breakfast covered, but since summer weekends are synonymous with barbecues, you're going to be back later in the show showing us an epic burger, hey?
I am. It's going to be delicious.
Oh my gosh. Okay, stick around. My bud, Andrea Buckett, is back in the kitchen with a recipe that is perfect for weekend grilling. Okay, Andrea, we love a weekend grill.
I do too.
Yes.
It's like, you know, quintessential Canadian summer. You have to have multiple burger recipes on the go.
It's true.
Right? Because you want to be outside, you want to be with your friends, and it's just the perfect way to entertain during the summer.
It's also great because it's like, a burger, fewer utensils are used.
It's all with your hands.
It's all with your hands, which is an absolute dream.
It's a complete meal almost.
100%.
Right? I think it's a complete meal.
I agree.
We're
There's
going with
veg
it.
on there, there's meat, there's bread, we got it all. So you've got a few different burger recipes in your book, right?
Yeah, so this one is a apple-cheddar turkey burger.
Oh.
And this is, yes, it's delicious. This one's for my husband because he can't eat beef.
Okay.
I'm the beef eater in the family.
Yeah.
But this is one's for him. So this is a really easy recipe to pull together.
This also sounds like it's definitely for Mary Berg. This is right in her wheelhouse.
She loves turkey.
Oh, she loves a turkey
Everyone
burger.
loves a good turkey burger. I think it's
100%.
really gotten really popular over the last like 3 or 4 years. It's really accessible. Okay, so we start out with some ground turkey, really easy. And again, because this is a cottage vibe, it's really simple. Like the ingredients are really, you know, streamlined.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in with some onion powder.
I love an onion powder.
So do I.
Yes.
I didn't use it for a lot of years because I was like so snobby as a chef.
I had that for a while too. Andrea Buckett and I was like, Mary, it's delicious. Just use it.
It is. And you can even smell it when you're working with it. It has that pungent, delicious onion aroma.
Yeah, and kind of caramelized too. Yeah, super good.
Okay, then we're gonna go with some grated apple. The thing I like about the grated apple, because you know sometimes you'll use grated onion. It also adds moisture because people's biggest pet peeve about burgers are that they're dry.
Especially a turkey burger. It's a leaner meat, so it doesn't have as much going on. So definitely add some.
Come on.
This is
cheddar
good.
cheese.
This
you know
is
what I'm
good.
saying? A whole bunch of shredded cheddar cheese.
So good.
A little bit of salt.
Okay.
We don't need a ton of salt here because we do have that cheese in there. And then a little bit of peps as always.
Nice. We love it.
But that's it. Really simple recipe.
I love this.
Now I gotta ask you the question, Mary.
What's that?
How do you stir your burgers?
The forks at the end of my hands.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're just gonna get in there and we're gonna mix everything together really well.
If you wanted to, sometimes I find burgers are tricky though. Like I find sometimes using 2 forks to toss everything, but then you're using the hands to form it anyway.
You're gonna use your hands anyway.
So it works.
Clean hands are honestly a chef's best utensils.
They really are.
Anytime, anywhere. All right, so we're not gonna put, you notice I didn't also put breadcrumbs in here. I know a lot of people like to use breadcrumbs. I personally don't think that you need to.
No.
Okay, so we're just gonna form these into, I don't know, it depends on what size of bun you buy.
I agree.
Have you ever bought like the massive buns?
And then you do the bread, and then you have to peel off all that little extra. I will say, I always also make my burger about an inch bigger in diameter than my burger bun because ground meat tends to shrink a titch.
Now there is that tip. I don't know if you've ever used this tip where you just put your thumb right there, and then what happens is it stops it from doing that whole shrinkage.
It doesn't shrink, and it also doesn't turn into a weird meatball because sometimes they just puff up in the middle. Oh, that was a good sound, Andrea Buckett. I love it. Yes, beautiful.
So that cheese is going to caramelize. That turkey is going to cook all the way through. The apples are going to keep them nice and beautifully tender. Here we go.
Stunning.
I'm going to get you to keep your eye on that, Mary Berg.
You go wash your hands.
I'm going to go wash my hands.
Fantastic. This smells so good. Now, Andrea, would this work on a barbecue as well?
Oh, 100% barbecue.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I'm just gonna riff because Andrea's washing her hands. I feel like this turkey burger with the apple and everything, you could do a little bit of sage in there if you wanted to go like end of summer.
That's the thing about burgers, right? They're sort of like this platform where you can add a bit of this, add a bit of that. You can clean out your crisper
100%.
and make them super delicious. But sage would be absolutely chef's kiss in there.
I love it. Okay, so we've got some done. Let's chat over here at Toppings. What we got going on?
So toppings. Oh, let's talk toppings,
Let's talk
Mary Berg.
toppings.
Do you have like a standard topping that you love?
I love extra pickles.
Me too.
Love
Me
a
too.
pickle.
Or hot peppers.
I do like a hot pepper. Weirdly, I like a hot jalapeno, like a pickled jalapeno.
Okay. Hot pepper rings?
Like a banana pepper. My Aaron's like a banana pepper. Now we're getting way too inside baseball, as was happening right now. But like a grilled onion, I love.
Yeah, this is great because you can put the red onions on the grill the same time that the turkey burgers are on there. Get them nice and caramelized. Everyone loves a little grilled onion on a burger, I think.
Yeah, and the trick is try to keep them as a slice as opposed to individual rings. That's the tricky thing.
It's like a game. You know, you got to cut them a little bit thicker so they don't go through the grill.
Yeah.
But and not too many cocktails either.
No, that does help. And at the cottage, it's a little tricky.
Should we build these?
Let's do a little build. Okay, so we've got some. What are we doing?
We've got no condiments.
I'm gonna go look around. I'm gonna go look around.
I feel weird. There's no condiments.
We literally both at the same time were like, "There's no mustard."
Normally, I'm definitely like a mustard person. My husband loves a whole bunch of mayo.
Are we okay with a yellow mustard?
Yes,
we love a yellow mustard.
Yes, right on the nose, Mary.
Okay.
Okay, so let's put some mustard on there. A little ballpark
Guys,
mustard.
it hasn't been opened yet.
You know what
It's brand new. It's fresh. It's fresh for the app. Okay.
This is like really what happens, right?
This is literally, when we hang out, it's also just like, I don't know what's going on.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit of mustard.
Perfection.
Oh.
There we go.
Mary Berg,
yeah.
this is going bad.
This is. You know what the thing is, though? It's still going to be
Welcome to the show.
delicious.
Yeah.
Some fresh lettuce there.
Love that.
A couple. I'm not a huge tomato gal.
Me too.
I don't know. It's like
On
warm
a burger. Yeah,
warm,
and it's a little too slippy. Sometimes, yeah.
I know. This is the after show, guys.
Yeah.
All right. A little bit of that beautifully charred turkey burger, and of course we'll go on with an onion there.
We'll do more mustard and see if I can redeem myself. There we go. Thank you so much, world.
Perfect.
I did it.
Pop that on there. And there you go.
Can we do one of these?
Oh, yes, definitely.
But of course,
voila.
a little bit of a pickle right on top. Andrea Buckett.
So I love a turkey burger. If you're more of a beef burger kind of person, I have a kimchi hamburger in the book, as well as a vegan. It's a hoisin portobello mushroom burger.
I love
with
that.
Charred broccolini and lemon zest.
Oh, that's a fancy burger.
But it's easy to pull off.
It is.
It is.
Well, everything in this
is you.
book. Okay, I'm gonna give this a taste.
I'm going to do classic Andrea Buckett, which is just to take a little piece
Chunk of a burger
this, right?
and give it a taste. Okay,
Yeah.
let me go. Okay, this side is the pretty side, so I'm gonna give you the pretty side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I have a much easier job.
Oh, Andrea.
Delicious?
Yeah. Juicy. The apple.
They do a little bit of sweetness. You don't necessarily know it's there, right?
No, the apple in there is so good. It just gives that brightness. Not gonna lie, the yellow mustard is really nice too. We did it! Teamwork, that was amazing. Okay, this is so good, but we got breakfast guys, we've had dinner. I feel like I'm in the mood for a little bit of dessert. Could you whip one up at the end of the show?
Should we hit the campfire?
I feel like we should.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna hit the campfire later on in the show, but we will be right back. Andrea is back in the kitchen to cap off our summer weekend with a little bit of a class, a spin on a classic.
Spin on a classic.
Yeah.
I love a camp. Do you love a campfire?
I love a campfire.
Honestly, at the end of the day, you know, you sit around the campfire with your buds, and I just find the conversations just a little bit deeper.
Yes. I feel like
also
it's
a bit
because
more funny.
I was going to say everyone's like lit, like beautifully lit, and you also can't see everybody as well, so you're a little more spilly.
I know.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So this is my take on a s'more. It's a chocolate raspberry waffle s'more.
Okay.
Yes. So I know in Canada we love our classics, but like, not gonna lie, the graham cracker, not my favorite, Mary.
Oh, whoa,
All right?
Andrea, those are some fighting
I
words.
know. It's a little crumbly. It's a little dry.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, waffles are sort of a great substitution.
I love this, and it makes it a little bit more like a bit more of a meal.
It's a meal.
Yeah.
Or you could do it like a little taco.
Yeah.
Like you could do half of one and like fold it in half.
Oh, cute. I love that. Okay, so what do we do?
Okay, so standard store-bought frozen waffles. You're gonna put them on the end of your stick and you're gonna toast them at the fire.
No, you are not.
You are.
I love
of course
this.
Or you can have it. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Or you can put a grate down and just toast them and watch them.
Okay.
In the meantime, you're gonna take some dark chocolate, so you can help me do a few here,
Oh, we
Mary.
fancy with the dark chocolate.
Yeah, or like there's a standard milk chocolate that everyone likes to you know, make their s'mores. Do whatever you do. I find chocolate chips, they're just too much. They just fall everywhere.
I know, this is
they
good.
stick in these little divots.
The little that's not too shabby.
So if you don't have a campfire, you know what? You're gonna put them in the oven.
Okay.
All right, because you could totally do this at a cottage or a house that doesn't have access to a campfire.
Totally. Do you know what I love so much about this too? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
oh
right?
my gosh. Look at those pools of chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. So I often use waffles and put ice cream in the middle, but this is taking it to the next level. Oh, a raspberry. I'm so excited. Okay, cool.
So the thing is, I tell this story all the time about growing up. My nanas used to give me like an imperial margarine container to go out and pick out all the berries when I was bored.
Yeah.
And so I felt like berries had to play an integral role in this book. So why not on this chocolate? You know,
s'more situation?
Actually,
I love
I'm doubling
this.
up here. I realize we're making sandwiches, right?
Yeah, but let's just go for it. Let's go for this. This is gonna get messy. Glad I wore white. It's gonna be good. Yeah.
You have non-negotiable. Got to be the marshmallow.
The marshmallows.
You can make them whole. You would do them whole at the fire.
Okay, but we're gonna do a little smushy.
Yeah, we do a little smushy. A couple of them here. You can get the jumbo ones as well if you're really like wanting to go all out. You can make your own, but that's not me, Mary.
No.
No.
I also like that I feel like someone will have to stop us from marshmallowing because we're gonna keep going.
The only thing missing is we have to like make those nice and brown.
I know. Maybe we just do
a little.
Yeah, torch action. Okay, let's do this thing.
All right. So normally you would do this at the fire, but look at that.
Nice little. Oh no, it's on fire! Wait, blow it out! There we go. Okay.
Are you?
We're doing it again. Okay, so
fire.
I like them when they are on fire.
You
also,
do?
look at the raspberries doing
I know
their
they're
thing.
sort of glowing up.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Fire. This is a tag
professionals,
team.
guys.
Yeah. I can feel someone in this building freaking out.
We got it though.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I don't know how we're gonna eat these.
Are we gonna smush them? Or are we gonna? I'm gonna try
What are
to
you
smush
doing?
mine. I'm gonna try to s'more mine with a double. Guys, I'm a professional.
I'm gonna do the open face situation.
Okay, you're gonna do open. Oh, jeez, I made a mistake. Okay,
Ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Right? Is it all over my face?
Andrea Buckett. Honestly, you're doing pretty good. I feel like I got some chocolate on my lip. Do I got some over here?
A little. Hold on. I need
vanilla.
Here you go.
Oh, nice. I feel like that might have helped. Might have made it worse. We got it all good. Andrea Buckett, this is such a good dessert. I am obsessed with this. I would serve this for breakfast, like a real chaos agent.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
No, I'm not saying no to it either.
No.
That is our show for today, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time for more of the good stuff.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.